Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I'm going to be exploring Google's Tour Builder technology. So what I have done is I have built a tour of the ancient city of Rome, some of the highlights from the ancient city that you can still see now in modern day Rome. So let's take a little quick tour of the city. I'm going to run through a little bit fast, but so the first stop is going to be the Forum Romanum, the Roman Forum, of course, the heart of ancient Rome. And so as you can see, it's got a little bit of picture here, and we've got a little stuff that it talks about over on this side. And I can move on to the next stop. The next stop is going to be the Flavian Amphitheater, which we call the Colosseum now, but it was built by the Flavian emperors. And then you can see it gives a little thing on it. We've got a little picture added to it that we can get into more detail. If we want to look at it in more detail, we can make it bigger and take a closer look at it. Moving on to our next stop, this is the Golden Palace of Domitian, known as the Domus Aurea, which is in a park not far from the Colosseum if you're in Italy. The next stop is going to be much further down. We're going to head down to the Baths of Caracalla. So lots of interesting things about this one. And again, there's pictures for each one, so we can look at the pictures in more detail as we go. And this is actually the basis of Penn Station, so that's always something kind of interesting. Moving on to our next one, we can go to the Circus Maximus, the largest hippodrome in the ancient world. So it has a little bit of information about it there and a dramatic picture um, from horse racing there. Then Tiber Island, always an important one to go and recognize that the Tiber River, of course, the river that runs through Rome, and the central way that materials were delivered to the city in the ancient world. The Theater of Marcellus, um, of course, one of the first permanent stone theaters in ancient Rome after Pompey's theater, which was the first one. Then we're going to head over to Hadrian's Mausoleum, nowadays is known as the Castle of St. Angel, but back in the ancient days, it was actually the mausoleum for the Emperor Hadrian, first and foremost. Our next stop is going to be the Pantheon, of course, the world's largest unsupported concrete dome with its oculus in the center. And then we will close out with a visit to the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, the top of the Capitoline Hill. So this is a quick and easy way for kids to get a quick tour of some of the most important things as we prepare for the Georgia Junior Classical League State Convention, where we'll be competing against students from all over the state. And we are traditionally a pretty good program at Milton when it comes to geography, and where things are in the city of Rome is a really important thing. So I'm excited to see if this helps my students kind of understand better where all of the important things are located, especially because it can be challenging with all the modern buildings there to get a good feel for where things are.